Am I live? I think I'm live. I think I'm live. Am I? Hello world. Am I live? I do believe I am. Woohoo! Hopefully, we'll have to wait until people... Oh, 20 people watching. They just popped up. Here we go. I'll just tweet it. Sorry. Batterisers. They've arrived. We're going to do an unboxing in a second. Sorry, just got some housekeeping to do. So, I need to tweet. There we go. So that people can come and join in the fun. Woohoo! Hang on. I've just posted on Twitter. I'm about to post on the EEVblog forum, which is 300 pages long. Do you believe it? Okay. Here we go. I've posted to the forum thread, hopefully. Takes a while, or is my bandwidth sucking up, or my live stream sucking up all the bandwidth? Alright. I shall have a look here. 870 people watching live. Thank you very much. 68 thumbs up already. Haven't done anything. We're about to unbox the Batteriser. No, not really a proper unboxing, as we'll see. Anyway, give me... I need... Hang on. Pop out chat. Boom. There we go. So we can see what's going on here. I've got pop-out chat happening. There you go. Okay. Can I have a thumbs up on the audio? Thumbs up or thumbs down on the audio and video, please. I'll have to wait like 30 seconds. Hi to everyone. But I need a thumbs up and thumbs down because I don't want to... not on the video, but... if you want to. But yeah, in the chat window, please. Thumbs up. Hold your nose, Dave. Might be some bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. 800% bullshit. Let's go. Thumbs up. Audio and video working fine. All good. Good, because I swapped things around. I've actually got a dual camera system today. For those who are... because this will be recorded and will be going to YouTube... Up front, yeah, everyone's giving thumbs up. Up front, this will not be a test of the Batteriser. So if you want to see me test the Batteriser, I will be going to the lab after this and starting my testing, characterization, and everything. That could take, like, it'll be a day or two before I can release a video on that. Because I want to at least do it half reasonable, and it takes time to test batteries and stuff like that. Hang on. Sorry. Sorry, you haven't been watching. I completely suck at this. I completely suck. Desktop cam. There we go. That's what I should have had. Sorry. I'm so not good at live shows. I'm so not good at it. I don't know which window to watch, whether to watch the XSplit window, like the main window, which I'm actually capturing, or the XSplit, or whatever. Anyway, I don't think you've seen it. Batteriser. Unboxing. Thank you very much to Razvan, who is an EEVblog forum member and backed this Batteriser project and got delivered. He's from Romania, I believe, and these were shipped from Romania via DHL Express. Now, so thank you very much. These are the AAA Batterisers. Unfortunately, I don't have the AA. I really wanted the AA to test them out, and but the AAA will do very nicely. Now, I actually was a backer. I am a backer of the Batteriser project. I was one of the very early backers because I wanted to test this bullshit. And I didn't really tell anyone. I went under a different name because I thought, hey, they're not going to ship it to me, right? And I've got shipment notification. I got shipment notification a week ago, and the tracking doesn't work on any website. And anyway, it's been a complete balls up. But granted, first thing I'll say, hats off to Batteriser, they delivered, okay? So I always, like, I've said from day one that this is not a scam, in that they're just going to run, take the money and run. Just go look at the bio for the people behind this, and you'll know that these aren't the people who would scam a lousy, what did they get, 400k or whatever, a little bit under 400k. They've got venture backing, venture capital backing. So all those, there were a few people, and this is quite unfortunate. There were a few people who said, "Oh, this is a complete scam. They won't deliver." No, like, and unfortunately, the fanboys and Batteriser and everyone else, and Batteroo as they're now called, they've always been called Batteroo, but they've changed the name. We'll get into that. And what was I talking about? Sometimes I get a mental block. They are going to use that as ammunition to say, ha ha ha, proved you right, Batteroo delivered, sucked in, all you engineers, smart-ass engineers were wrong. No, they're like, oh, I thought there was a chance they would not deliver due to just financial. 400k wasn't enough. They may not have had the money to, considering that they claim to do their own custom ASIC, which will be tested in the future, I'm sure. Not by me, but Zepto Bars will be doing, I believe, has been sent some of these from Razvan as well. And they will be doing a decapping of the chip and everything else. So hopefully we can find out, I don't know, who made the chip or whatever. I thought maybe they might run out of money and they may not actually deliver to backers and all that sort of stuff. That's happened many times. But I always knew that their intention was to deliver. They had a genuine intention to deliver, and also they wanted the big order. They wanted that big Kmart order, the big Target or whatever, hence having the CEO, former CEO of Kmart on their board of directors, who has left, by the way. Now, if you have not been following the Batteriser saga, it is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life. Go to the EEVblog forum. The Batteriser thread there of my original video is now the second largest thread on the EEVblog forum. It's 300 pages long. That's pages of like 50 posts a page or something like that. It is the industry's biggest soap opera, and it has been for a year and a half since they started since the Indiegogo campaign went live, and I did my first Batteriser video before the campaign ended and calling it bullshit and everything else, as did every other engineer with any clue whatsoever about battery technology and how it worked. Because if you go in, I mean, just from the original... Sorry, I'll get around to the unboxing eventually. The original Batteriser, I should save this for the video. All this kind of stuff will be condensed in my video, I'm sure. But from their original patent, it was clear that they had no clue whatsoever about batteries and battery technology. And it's just crazy coming from someone who has like 300, 500 patents or whatever he claims to have, and Bob, who's former CEO of a power devices company, and like the power industry, people involved in this. And they had like 1.35 volts. It's in their patent, like that cutout voltage. Disposable batteries are designed to stop. Look, they mention some. Okay, but then they just all through their patent, 1.4 volts, 1.35, and when us engineers pointed that bullshit out to them, that's not correct, and we demonstrated it, they go, they changed their wording, and they've done that many, many times. They've been following the Batteriser thread on the EEVblog forum, and I've lost count of the number of times. It's not on one hand, it's at least two hands where we've proven something is bullshit on the forum. The forum people have proven, or another blogger like Technology Catalyst, who's done some some videos on the Batteriser, debunking it and stuff like that. And yeah, it's where's my window? Hang on. There we go. Get the chat window up again. And every time we prove them that something is bullshit, they will change their wording or whatever. I mean, if you just go back to the original Batteriser page here. Their original title of the Batteriser, which is now called Batteroo because Energizer took issue with their trademark claim for Batteriser. It was too close to Energizer, and fair enough, and they made them change their name to Batteroo. But apparently they have shipped some with the Batteriser name still on it. They got permission to do that, but they basically changed to Batteroo. I'm going to still call it Batteriser. Everyone knows it as Batteriser. Batteroo is now the company name and now the product name. Anyway, look, Batteriser extends battery life up to 8 times. And if you watch my first video, it was 8 times, 800%. And like all that bullshit, demonstrable bullshit. And demonstrable's the key word there. Anyone can demonstrate that their claims were complete and utter bullshit. Anyway, they changed it all. It's now Batteroo. Extend battery life significantly. It's just, oh my goodness. It is just crap. And it redirects. If you do that, there you go. Batteroo extends battery life significantly. So they halfway through the thing, they just changed all their claims, and they've changed their claims countless times. It is ridiculous, and their updates were ridiculous, and it has been the world's biggest and most hilarious soap opera. It really has. So yeah, thanks Batteroo for providing such entertainment for the last year and a half. But they have delivered, and we do have them. So I don't have my AA units. They're still lost in the post somewhere. They used the shipping saga. It was a whole saga in itself. There's a dozen little mini sagas within this thing. I would love to have a concise list, but I can't go through all 500 pages of the Batteriser thread on the EEVblog forum and see it. It's just it's just nuts. Someone's gonna run out of battery. Slip in a Batteriser. Yeah, I've been taking too long. Anyway, from their ridiculous UL claim where they got the Golf GPS tested technology catalyst, absolutely debunked that test as complete and utter rigged bullshit. Either it was completely rigged and they forced UL to go along with it. And read UL's report. It's like, we don't want to put our name to this. Like, somebody's twisting our arm. And it was either a rigged test to show that it lasted, 5 times longer in this Golf GPS, or it was the biggest test screw-up ever. I mean, massively embarrassingly screwed up. So once I get the AA's, I'll get the same Golf GPS. I'll repeat the test of Technology Catalyst, and we'll find it's bullshit. And I think I said, like, I've done like maybe half a dozen videos on this. Oh, there was the Batteriser dislikes as well, where somebody was paying to dislike my YouTube videos and anyone else on YouTube video who did a video speaking up against this. And then there was a ridiculous Batteriser fan page and threats of violence and wow. Like over a silly little Batteriser sleeve. I mean, but their claims, I can guarantee you that this is 100% bullshit. Okay, why? Because their claims, all the 800% times 5, all that sort of stuff, because anyone with any engineering knowledge, battery product design knowledge, knows and can demonstrate that most products on the market use up a good majority of the capacity in a battery. So, demonstrable. The laws of engineering demand, even if this was 100% efficient, which is not, we've already got the curves because thanks to Frank Buss on the EEVblog forum, he actually got some of these first, sent by Razvan as well. So thanks, Razvan. It's the only reason we have any data on this. He's done full characteristic graphs, and it's pretty much exactly as you'd expect, 80% efficient or whatever. It's got the typical curve, of anyway, I will repeat those tests hopefully today or tomorrow. So anyway, it's been a complete ridiculous saga, and we can I'm pretty sure I said in the original video that if we're lucky in a sort of a poorly designed product, you might get 20%, something like that. That was also confirmed in an article by another in the Sydney Morning Herald. Hannah did an excellent article here, and that was she interviewed. You can actually get the recording of it it's in here somewhere. There's Bob. G'day, Bob. And the original sleeve where it's shorted out, and then I pointed out that it would short out to the positive of batteries. Seems they didn't even know that, and they redid it, they recoded it. So anyway, did an interview with a power electronics professor from University of Western Australia or somewhere, and he came to a similar conclusion. Maybe 20%, improvement on some products, a small percentage of products if you're lucky, and maybe you can find an example of a ridiculously badly designed product where this might actually give you, a few 100%. Improvement or something like that. But the original 800% claim, which everyone ran with, is bullshit. Anyway, and of course, Batteriser accused me of where am I? I'm paid by. Oh yeah, completely slanderous. Look at this. Rupavar also suggested Jones was being paid by battery maker Duracell, which he says stands a lot to lose from Batteriser's disruptive potential. Give me a break. Disruptive. If this could have been a successful product if they simply were honest about the claims, released the data as they claim to do. They always said, we will release full engineering data on this. They never did. They would send press kits out to the press, like me. They never did. Even though they've had these for a long time, and then they claim to be finished, and then they said, it doesn't have enough output power. They still could have shipped them. But no, because they know the claims in this are bullshit, right? Yes, this will work. Okay, the Batteriser will work as a boost converter. Not a single engineer on the planet doubts that this will work as a boost converter. It is how it performs in the product, and Batteriser's big claims of, I'm about to open it, Batteriser's big claim of, hundreds of percent, 800%, 5 times, all that sort of crap. Okay, so who wants to see me open it? Yay, everyone does. All right, no, I haven't got the knife here. I'm in the office. So sorry if you want sitting here waiting for me to test this. It's not going to happen, okay? This is just an unboxing and a little rant because I'm so excited to finally get them after a year and a half. Here we go. A new chapter in the saga. No note from Razvan, but thank you very much, Razvan, for sending these. Sorry. Ta-da! It's not the original packaging. The original packaging is quite fancy-pantsy, so... Oh, it's got DHL tape on it. Anyway, hang on. Where's my knife? Here it is. Ta-da! I'm holding Batterisers in my hand. Do you believe it? Anyway, I'm going to go... Sorry. I'll go full screen. There we go. I'm holding Batterisers in my hand. AAA Batterisers, which limits the stuff I can test, but I do have an MP3 player and a toy train already set up in the... you might have seen... Did I upload that on my second channel? Anyway. Little knife. That's my... Alright, there it is. It's a nice package, granted. It may not focus. I might have to switch to my other cam. And anyway, it's a nice package, so hats off. Why they need to be so fancy-pantsy, I don't know. Anyway, nice little carry pack. A lot of wasted space inside, but, really impressive. This has got Batteriser. See if I can get the light. Batteriser, there you go. And it's got, little laser, are they? No, they're sort of laser etched or whatever. Ta-da! Batterisers. 800% bullshit. But as I said, these will work. Okay, these will work as a boost converter. You whack a dead battery in this, anything over 0.5 volts or something, 0.8 volts or whatever, it'll give you 1.5 volts out. Nobody's ever said otherwise. It's all about how the battery capacity in the product. And okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my other cam and hopefully give you a close-up of this. So, second webcam. Sorry, yeah, okay, I don't have here we go. Ta-da! There we go. Is that working? Focus. Come on. Logitech C920 webcam. There it is. Ta-da! So here are... Oh, yeah, it really doesn't like focusing on this, sorry. Anyway, let's take one out and see if we can get this mongrel to... Oh, sorry, this is, live. Yep, yep, oh, there we go. Yep, we're in. Can I, like, fix the focus? Maybe I can fix the focus or something. Hang on a sec. This is real tricky. This is real tricky. I'm going into the camera setup while I'm live. This is, oh, no, I better not. No, hang on. Logitech, is there a Logitech thing over here? No, sorry, we're going to have to live with anyway, there's you can see the bottom of it is obviously conductive, and these things are potted, okay? Well, actually, yeah, they're clear potted. Maybe, I'm pretty sure that's not going to focus so close, is it? Oh, yeah. Look at that. We can see the little chip on there. I believe it's a little 8-pin job. And little LCC package. We got an inductor, which I believe is 2.2 microhenries. Frank Buss has already done a schematic of this and done some measurements, but it's got I think 2 parallel output caps and one which are like 6.8 mic each or something, and 10 mic input cap or something like that. But yeah, it feels... So anyway, you've had a good close-up of that, but you know, it's nicely engineered. I mean, you know, it's beautiful. It's exactly as they claimed physically. And you know, that hats off, right? They've done a really good job manufacturing this. Would have cost a fortune to get these potted, that extra step, which I don't think they counted on that, and they probably found, oh yeah, we have to pot these things, and the AA's have a lot more potting. I've seen photos of the AA's, and these AAA's seem to have like a much clearer potting on them. Anyway, tiny thin board. Sorry, I don't have the calipers. I don't have the calipers there, but that's got to be like 0.5 millimeters or something, the top board. And let's have a look at the clip. People want to see the clip, and you can see the multiple via holes there for the increased current. These things are going to get caught. These stupid little clips are going to get caught on spring terminals, because a lot of products will have spring terminals for the positive terminal as well, like my Garmin GPSs have that and things like that. So let's go back to the desktop. Yeah, sorry, let's put the chat. Oh, AVE's here. G'day, AVE. Big Clive equals AV. Big Clive's here as well. Everyone's here. How many people? We got 2,000 people watching live. This is massive. And I'm just yapping on. Yeah, these clips on top, Frank Buss, who already has these and has tested them on the EEVblog forum, says that, yeah, I think he's already broken one and it's fragile. Somebody else already broke one. And there is a report on Indiegogo in the comments, I believe. We can probably even go over there about somebody, one of them heating up. I believe one of them actually heating up. So let's I did receive. I haven't had a chance to put them. Looks very nice. Yeah, they're very nicely designed. Like, no problems there. Hats off to them. It's a brilliant bit of engineering. I mean, it's really, this AAA feels really flimsy. I mean, but it has to. It, by its very nature, it has to. But this is like pushing brown stuff up a hill with a pointy stick. It's pointless. It's a real niche product for maybe something if you desperately need it, but nobody is going to use this. By the way, hang on. Yeah, somebody says it's hot. Really, warning. Really don't use these as it makes the battery so hot you can't even touch them. So that sounds really bad. That sounds as though something is shorted. Whether or not these edges they don't feel that sharp, the contoured edges on it. They actually feel quite reasonable. But no, hang on. Yeah, the top part up there, the top part. That part down in there, there's a little sort of spur which sticks up. That's holding them on. That was like a panelization thing. That's actually really quite sharp. Oops, something's came off. Is that part of the PCB? Panelization that's come off? That was really sharp. Now, yeah, anyway, these contoured edges here aren't sharp at all, so that's pretty good. So it's got to penetrate. Anyway, let's whack a battery in there, shall we? So I've got I won't measure anything. Sorry, I'm not going to measure anything. I assume it goes in there like that first. Does it matter? Oh, yeah, it's a loosey-goosey fit. It's really loosey-goosey, actually. So it's got to rely on the contacts. Obviously, you've got spring contacts inside your product, so that's no problem at all. But it's going to be extra length. And here's the problem with this thing, okay? And the fit around the side, it feels decent. It's not protruding. It's got the right angle, like as in the right curvature. Everything else, sorry about the focusing, that's really hunting in and out here. But it doesn't feel bulky, so it should. That's probably the best you can possibly do. I really think they have done their absolute best. They've done their absolute best to engineer a product as they envisaged. So, hey, good on them. Hats off to them, right? Except that it's going to be the world's most useless product. Because just this one thing alone makes this Batteriser sleeve absolutely useless, and people will get so frustrated that they'll throw it in the bin the first time this happens. By putting this in, it generates a fixed 1.5 volts output voltage, which renders the battery gauge on every single product you put this in useless. You might get a little bit of extra life, and then it'll say 100% battery, and everyone's hunky, everyone's happy. And that's what they show in their video. Ooh, I'm putting it into my Apple keyboard. Ooh, my Apple keyboard, look, it fits in there nicely. And it goes, ooh, battery gauge goes erect to 100% or 90% or whatever. And oh, everyone's happy. Doesn't it work brilliantly? And then it stays at 100%, your battery gauge, until it just dies in the ass on you. And people will probably end up complaining to the manufacturer of the product that they're putting this in that, hey, my product's faulty, my battery gauge doesn't work. What's going on? And manufacturers might figure out people are using these stupid Batteriser sleeves, which renders the battery gauge in their product useless. That alone kills this product from day one. But hey, you can sell anything with marketing. So, people will buy these, they'll see these on the shelves. The packaging's really slick on the things. And, if you go like, let's hang on. Hang on. Let's go to Batteroo. Batteroo.com. They've changed it back. It was Batteroo.co, and they've just revamped their website, and it's all their wording has changed all again on the website. They're taking away all this crap about the 800% and all that. It might be buried away in the FAQ or something like that. But it's all, they've basically really distance themselves from that 5 times, but or 8 times or whatever. But it's still in there somewhere if you go through and have a look. And they've got some ridiculous wanky videos on their engineering.com, PC World. But this marketing will work. It will sell these things. If people see these in their look at their fancy packaging. Look at it, battery life and performance extender. Doesn't tell you how much. And people will buy these if these are at the checkout in the supermarket, and that's the problem. And then there is I don't have it with me. I don't have it. I don't have it up ready to show. Sorry, but they include a note with these things which says 800. Which says do not use them on products on flashlights, torches with DC to DC converters in them. Go! Because they're active devices, and, well, this doesn't work very well with active devices. No shit, Sherlock. That's the majority of products out there. So that's why, after a year and a half, they have not been able to come up with a really good test of this thing, showing, because Technology Catalyst showed that the GPS video that was rigged, it was nothing like it. It does not extend the battery life of this thing. It doesn't even extend it, let alone near what they claim. And also on the EEVblog forum, I won't show you because I'm logged in, it'll show everyone's IP addresses and everything else, and it'll be hard to find. But Frank Buss has already tested this on a toy train with and without the Batteriser sleeve. And what do you know? With the sleeve, it runs 50% less time. Not more, not 10% more, not 20%, minus 50%. It's already busted right there in a passive toy. I'm going to repeat tests with similar sort of trains. He's also tested on an MP3 player. I've got a little MP3 player I'm going to test it on. And the switching frequency seems to be quite low, apparently. Anyway, sorry, I'm raving on. Anyway, unfortunately, people are going to watch this and think I'm going to test these things. Sorry, I'm not going to test them. Well, I will. I'll go to the lab, but I won't be testing them live. It takes a lot of time to test and characterize these things properly. But hey, I've got them. Thank you very much, Rasvan, for sending these, because I don't anticipate getting my AA ones. Even I was a backer. I was one of the early backers. I was sub 100. They had 7,000 backers. I was one of the very early backers of this thing. And yeah, I was like shipped last, but they didn't know it was me. It's just like crap. Weird stuff happened with the shipping. Anyway, fucking what? Anyway, there's a fake AVE, is there on the... I don't know. Anyway, this is a fake fellow blogger. Who have we got? Who have we got? I think I might see a few familiar names already, but yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. We're up to 2,000 people. Sorry, but I'm not going to test these live. I don't have a proper live setup in the new year. Once again, New Year's resolution, in the lab I'll have a proper live setup where I can switch between the Tagano microscope and other stuff like that. But even then, live shows aren't very, they're not condensed. So I'm going to go to the lab now and I'm going to shoot a proper condensed, hopefully short form video, short-ish. I don't want it to be another half an hour, 40-minute job. But I say that every time, right? Anyway, it'll be multiple videos, I'm sure. But the first thing I'm going to do is put these on my toy train and the MP3 player. I'll have to do those separately. But and see, confirm Frank Buss's data that this runs for, it gets minus 50%. Not 500%, minus 50 on a toy train. So I've got a similar toy train. It's not the same. We'll see if it works. And I've got to do multiple times, and there's a lot of testing involved, and I'll have to sacrifice one of them, solder all wires on, so I can actually get full characteristic curves of this thing and verify Frank's curves that he's done. And I'll probably do some temperature measurements and other stuff. But yeah, this is not going to do the job. The laws of not going to do what they claim. The laws of engineering demands demonstrate that this cannot do the job. It's an 80% at best, like 85% or whatever. It might even hit 90 at one point. Doesn't matter. Like at one point on the curve, at the output current, it doesn't matter. It's not going to work. Most products out there are designed, battery power products are designed to get, not 100% use out of the batteries, unless they work down to 0.8 volts dropout voltage and all that bullshit about the power supply. There's so many videos I've done, and I've gone through and proved it time and time again, and in the end, I just gave up. I just stopped making videos. It was just nah. Ever since their snail video, I just went, no, God, no. I wait until we get the real thing, and then we can bust the hell about. Now, this testing will be in 2 distinct parts, and I'll probably do the product testing first, because a lot of Batteriser fanboys out there and your general Joe public who might stumble across the video wanting to see if this thing works, all they care about is, does it work in a product? And fair enough, I'm going to put it in some genuine products and see if it meets the claim. Simple. No test gear, no nothing, just a stopwatch with and without the Batteriser, and then with a dead battery on the Batteriser. I've got a testing spreadsheet on my website where people can also submit, and Frank has already started to submit his testing data. Very simple, basic testing, no test gear required apart from a stopwatch. And I will prove that this thing does bugger all. In fact, it has just the battery gauge thing renders this thing useless, absolutely useless. So yeah, let's I'm just gonna rave on for hours. I don't know why I'm bothering. Anyway, sorry, that's a live unboxing. And it'll take me at least another day or 2 before I can upload a nice polished video on this, but hopefully I'll show some test results. Subscribe to my EEVblog 2 channel if you want to see the full data, because I'm going to get time-lapse video of this just to prove there's no funny business. But hey, anyone can repeat the tests on these things, so it's not like I can pull a Swifty and go and discharge the battery secretly in the package beforehand or something like that. I can't get away with that. But they'll claim it anyway. All the fanboys will claim it. But the initial tests of this in both an active and a passive product have proven, we've only got 1 sample data, but in both of those products, this did nothing. In fact, it was to the detriment of the product in 2 different ways, the battery gauge and the product life. So it's a complete fail. Like the first data point was a complete fail. So hopefully I'll get an extra data point, and then we'll, anyway. I'll have a video, a nice polished video. So I'll probably do the real product testing first. I'll do my intro spiel, real product testing, time-lapse, sped up, so it'll only be a minute or something. And then, and if you want proof, go to the second channel, and then I'll show my characteristic curve data and stuff like that. So I want to keep it a relatively short video so people don't have to sit through, half an hour to show that this thing is busted. So that's why it could actually take some time, and I've got to do it before New Year, because after New Year, I will be away, so I won't be back until mid-January or something like that. So, yes, I will now go to the lab. What's the time? It is now 1:19 Wednesday. So hopefully I can get some characteristic curves done today. I don't know, I might have to work late, but there's family stuff happening and it's all hard. So, and also apologies, I was going to use this week to pre-shoot some videos that I released while I'm away. But this is going to consume all of my time until New Year's, unfortunately. So I may actually have to release bugger all while I'm away. Anyway, I've got 2 videos that are ready for release now. Before I go back to the lab, I will release those. They are actually Batteriser related. I show my test setup for not only Probes the monkey. I can't do a monkey impression. No. Probes the monkey and the toy train with a lap counter thing. Anyway, 2 little videos coming up within the next hour or so. So thank you everyone for joining me. I'll call it quits now because I've been going for way too long. Anyway, thank you. Sorry I haven't really been watching the what are all these, geez, who are all these can I, like, block user? Like, yeah, all right. Like, all this crap. Like, short it out when we short it out when we see it burn. Okay. Yep. So thank you everyone for joining us. All 2,000 people that are yeah, people are dropping off now because I said I'm buggering off. But I've got to go test them. So there you go. Batterizers. AAA, unfortunately, I don't have many AAA products that fit a AAA. So yeah, it could be hard, and it takes time. If we really only have to test. I'm really only going to be able to test high drain products that, like hours battery life, 5 hours. Now, I think the GPS I've got is like 11 hours. So I'm going to have to start that before I go home tonight. And yeah, it just makes it difficult. And of course these, I'm sure that Batteriser, Batteroo have said somewhere that they do not recommend these as, once again, they changed their mind, do not recommend them on low powered products. Frank has measured the quiescent current on this, and it's ridiculously low. I think it was 2 microamps. If that's the case, that's stunning. But apparently they've tweaked the frequency to get a low quiescent current, so it's not very efficient at the high end, which, I don't know. They're supposed to be building some whiz-bang ASIC for this thing. And these guys are supposed to be the best in the business. But anyway, it's a nice little, physically, it's a very nice product. They've done well to engineer that, and I will give them that. It is I think it's as well engineered as you could possibly get a battery boost sleeve for a cell. So they've done exactly what they claimed, and they delivered. So totally hats off to them. It's just their claims have always been and will be proven to be 100% bullshit. And that's not because I'm biased. That's because the laws of engineering and physics demand it. As any product designer knows, and that's why Batteroo and Batteriser are the biggest joke in the industry. No one, apart from unengineering educated fanboys and the Batteroo brothers themselves, they're the only people on the planet who believe the bullshit for this thing. But anyone who knows anything about product design, I've been contacted by quite a few people in the battery and battery related industries, and they said, yeah, they're a laughing stock. This product is a laughing stock, and the claims they make are a laughing stock. But physically, it's not a laughing stock. It's a very nice, polished product designed to suck gullible people into thinking that they can get more battery life out of their product when it's just going to kill your battery gauge. Anyway, I'm off to the lab to test it. Yeah, no, I'd love to keep doing a live show and just read the comments. I'll spend 5 minutes reading comments. Nice job, Dave. There's money there. I dropped 4 batteries in my fuel tank and I don't need gas anymore. And it's Batteriser to be used in solar roads. I'm thinking about doing another solar roads video because of the French thing, but yeah. Anyway. Anyone from TAFE, New South Wales TAFE, Sydney or otherwise? Batteriser is worse than... What? Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, oh yeah, okay, it's just all random. Oh yes, I heard about Princess Leia. Princess Leia, that's tragic. 2016, sucks. Yeah, Princess Leia's gone. Gonna have to watch it tonight if I've got time. Anyway, yeah, thanks everyone. Woo! No, yep, shout out from Queensland. Batteroo Live. Batteroo lives matter. Okay. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, maybe we can send this to one of those crush channels or something like that. After I'm done with it, the hydraulic press channel, and destroy the battery. It's not going to be spectacular, though, so it's not worth it. Yeah, maybe arc it with a few thousand volts or something. Anyway, make the chat great again. Yep. Anyway, yes, all us engineers will be proven correct with this thing, I have no doubt. But there's probably, if you tried hard enough, and I'm surprised they haven't been able to do it, find some really niche product that, no, not that Golf GPS test, which has proven to be complete and utter bullshit, demonstrable bullshit, which I'll hopefully repeat as well. I'm surprised they couldn't find a product where this actually worked in. There's got to be something out there where, genuine. They don't have to fake or bullshit or get the test wrong or anything. They could have just had a timer, a stopwatch, boom, and it gets more because they claim, of course, once we called them on all their bullshit, they came out with the big snail video. Oh my God, don't waste your brain cells. Anyway, there's a few reasonable things in there, but apart from that, it'll just melt your brains. And the big claim to fame of why this works and why their patent is true and all that sort of shit about 1.35 volts open circuit voltage. They're the only people on the planet who measure open circuit voltage of a battery and think that matters. Anyway, in an engineering sense, just crazy. Not to mention their PSU video, which I busted. Oh, God, I could go on and on and on and on and on about all their claims. But where was I? Yeah, I'm surprised they can't find, like, one product they can just put a stopwatch on it, boom, and then it's fine. Like, show it lasting 5 times longer in a product. Anyway, yeah, pulse current, that's what I was talking about. They claim, all these pulse dropout, high pulse currents, and they showed an example of a camera. I've got a digital camera that takes AA's. Actually, I've got 2 of them. I'll be able to do that once I get the AA versions, but the AAA's won't work in there. Even though I had a hard time I can't get those AA to AAA to AA converters. JCar used to sell them and they don't anymore. So unfortunately, I'll have to jury rig these, tape them up and extend them and do whatever into some AA's maybe to test some AA products until I get my AA's. But anyway, initial tests of this have shown that it's a complete and utter failure. So, but hey, it's a boost converter. It wraps around the sleeve. It's probably got some niche use, and they could have, if they were legitimate at this, they could have made some niche. They're making these niche, and if they had genuine claims and everything else, no one would have complained. It's all about their claims. And yes, it's going to work as a boost converter. Well, that's already proven, and that was obvious. I could make one of these. It's not rocket science, Yeah, manufacturing the sleeve and getting the manufacturing right and all that, that's rocket science. Making a boost converter that small is nothing. One of the forum users, sorry, I forget his name, even made one that fitted around a battery and it worked just fine. So yeah, but a boost converter is not magic, especially in modern products. So I'm about to go demonstrate that. And of course they'll claim I'm paid by Duracell or something again and crap like that. Go ahead. People, you can run, once you get these things yourself, you can run your own tests, submit the data to me. I'll put it in my big spreadsheet. And the whole idea is when we get a massive spreadsheet that shows how much longer products run. Simple as that. No fancy-pantsy engineering with fancy-pantsy characteristic curves and fancy-pantsy test equipment and electronic loads and everything. No, just a stopwatch on a product. See how long it lasts. Both full cycle from new and when you put the dead battery back in. Here's the other thing. I'm betting, I haven't done it yet, but I'm betting that, and I've already done it. I've actually ran my little toy train around the track, and I've got time-lapse footage of this. Running around the track. I might have to redo that though, because it's not in one continuous shot. Everyone will claim it's rigged if it's not in one shot. Anyway, I've drained 2 batteries down completely until the train stopped. And so I've now got 2 dead batteries. They've been sitting there for 3 or 4 days. If I whack those batteries, because they're due to the ionic resistance, the chemistry inside the battery, they will actually recover somewhat. You put them back in, especially after many days. You put the dead battery back in without the batterizer. Without it, the train will go. It'll still go for X number of minutes. I don't know how long. And then, so I've got 2 identical batteries in that respect. I'll try putting a dead battery back in the product with no batterizer and one with the batterizer and see. Who knows? I reckon it won't be far off equal. right? So that means this thing would have been completely busted on its dead battery thing on passive devices. Anyway, it's going to be a tricky video to do because there's so much to cover. There's so much to cover. Anyway, yeah, I got to go. It's 1:30. Have some lunch, go back to the lab, and test some batterizers. So thank you very much, Rasvan, for sending these in. It's awesome. Watch out on Zepto. I believe it's Zepto bars he sent them to. He should be doing a decapping of these. Go check out the EEVblog forum. I'll link it in down below. There's a new testing thread, okay, where we're just discussing the testing of these things. Please do not pollute that thread with you know, crap talk about the batterizer. Go to the main Batteriser thread if you just want to, you know, rattle on about stuff. Keep that testing thread related, 100% related to the testing of these Batteriser sleeves, please. So there you go. Thank you very much, people. Yeah, 2:30 a.m. What? Woo. Yep. Say hello to Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Hello, Brazil. So, yep, off I go. All right. Why did... Bloody commenters. Unbelievable. YouTube comments. There is no more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Catch you next time. How do I stop this thing? No, most commenters are good, but there is, yeah, it does degenerate, unfortunately. How do I stop this thing? Hang on. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional blogger. All right. Catch you next time.